This video is sponsored by sellcashier.com. They compare iPhone prices on the internet and give you their instant quote and the most cash for your iPhone. Hey guys, this is Ed with Techvarium. Roughly 1 year apart, these three generations in my opinion represent the most interesting form factor of today's gadgets. They are small enough to fit in a pocket and have screens large enough to carry out your daily routines, take photos and record videos. All three come with pretty large camera setups which have actually grown in size over these years. But let's take a look at what these are capable of and whether we can justify shelling out this much money for an iPhone 14 Pro in the context of its photographic capabilities, as it is the first time Apple released a rival with a 48 megapixel wide lens. For comparison, 12 Pro and 13 Pro both carry a 12 megapixel wide lens, although with a slightly different focal length. 12 Pro is the only one of the lineup with a telephoto lens that is a 52mm one, while 13 and 14 Pro come with a 77mm one. Finally, there is no PDAF on the 12 Pro's ultra-wide lens, and all three devices have slightly different ultra-wide lens focal length. Color depth is definitely stunning on 13 Pro and 14 Pro, but not equally so, and this happens in part due to the resolution. Wide lens of the 14 Pro allows us to discern more contrast between the troughs and crests of water waves. 12 Pro lost to its successors here due to a less saturated gamut. Also note that the plants have more distinct leaf edges. At a first glance, in a dark setting, it appears that our 12 Pro produced a lively image, but on a closer examination, leaves close to the camera have a very noticeable noise, which I would say is completely eliminated in a photo produced by a 14 Pro. 13 Pro sits a lot closer in its night image quality to a 14 Pro and further away from 12 Pro. The best way to objectively point out a better camera setup is to look at the skin tone in the portrait mode. 14 Pro shows better contrast and freckles are a lot more defined. I will note that Apple has perfected the background blur over these three generations, which is very even. Close-ups get better every year, and again this is no surprise to us. 13 Pro does produce a visible blur at the forefront of the image. 14 Pro has not done a full justice because the algorithm tried to make every part of the photo perfect, including the background that is not blurred at all. But as you can tell, with a more steady technique, you can certainly take some amazing close-up photos with a spectacular level of detail. Slow-mos are another area Apple was able to perfect. While the color tones appear slightly different, all three look quite vivid. 14 Pro again gives us a higher overall level of detail thanks to its better total resolution. So what does all of this mean? Certainly a win for all of you who have one of these rivals of its times. Keep your 13 Pro until next year unless you want an even higher level of detail in your photos, and a few innovations I discussed in my previous video. For all of you photo connoisseurs out there, you should certainly consider upgrading from your 12 Pro this year to at least a 13 Pro or hopefully a 14 Pro. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button down below and subscribe to my channel. Stay classy and see you soon. I wanted to tell you about sellcashier.com. So you just got your new iPhone. What will you do with your old one? You may be thinking of selling it on eBay, Craigslist, and so on, and it is definitely a hassle. Now you don't have to do that. Now you can sell it through sellcashier.com. They compare the actual prices of iPhones and give you the best price for your iPhone that you are trying to sell, and the good thing is that you are guaranteed the best rate. You also get a free shipping label. Thank you for watching, and please check out sellcashier.com.